Alright, listen up. Today, we're hitting a hot topic. Women are making society polygamous. Sounds wild, right? But stick with me, I've got the facts to back it up. This isn't about women plotting some grand scheme. It's like a wave that forms from countless water molecules moving together, not one of them knowing they're making a wave. It's a big picture thing, seeing how individual actions add up. Now, women are killing it these days. They're earning more, especially those under 30 without kids, and they're outpacing men in education big time. But this success has a side effect in the dating game. Women generally want a guy who's at least on their level or higher. That's hypergamy for you. But if women are outperforming most men, the number of guys they're willing to date shrinks. This makes the dating scene tough for women, and even tougher for men who don't make the cut. If you're in the top tier of men, congratulations, you're living the dream. More and more successful women are vying for your attention. This shift means that a small group of men are getting the lion's share of romantic action, making our society more polygamous in nature. Data shows that while the average guy's number of partners hasn't changed, the number of young men not getting any action has skyrocketed. This imbalance leaves a bunch of women competing for fewer men, pushing society toward polygamy, even if it's not official. So, what's the deal here? It's not about men pulling strings. It's about women choosing from a smaller pool of men. And with these top guys getting unprecedented attention, why would they settle down with just one woman? The kicker is that women's advances have led to this. As for solutions, don't expect a rollback to old-school gender roles. Instead, we should boost support for men to broaden the pool of desirable candidates. That's the drill, folks. Society's changing, and we've got to face the music, adapt, and find new solutions. Now, we're gonna break down a tough truth that's harder to swallow than a dry MRE. Marriage and success, the good, the bad, and the downright risky. Some of you might think tying the knot is the fast track to success. Think again. While it's true that a hefty chunk of millionaires and big shots are hitched, that ring on your finger can feel like a millstone if things go south. First off, marriage ain't just about love and sunshine. It's a legal contract, soldiers. It binds you in ways that can boost you up or drag you down into the mud. Sure, stats throw around numbers like 86% of millionaires are married, suggesting that hitching your wagon to someone else can double your wealth. But remember, if that wagon tips over, you're losing half your goods, maybe more. They also don't mention that many of these men are millionaires before they got married. Let's get this straight. Marriage can be like going into battle with a partner. If you pick the right comrade, you can conquer the world together. But pick the wrong one, and it's like being in a foxhole with a traitor. You think you're fighting the enemy, but you're getting sabotaged from within. And in the world of love and war, betrayal doesn't just hurt your feelings, it can annihilate your bank account. Now, let's talk about the battlefield of divorce. It's a war zone where even the bravest warriors can lose everything they've fought for. It's not just about splitting assets. It's about ongoing alimony, child support, and the invisible costs, like losing time with your kids and the stress that can wreck your health and career. The legal system doesn't always play fair, and many a man has seen his empire crumble, not at the hands of a market crash, but a judge's gavel. But wait, there's more. Some of you think, well, I'll just get a prenup. Good luck, soldier. Prenups are like flak jackets. They might stop some bullets, but they won't keep you safe from a bomb. Courts can toss them out like yesterday's trash if they feel like it. So that safety net you thought you had, it can disappear faster than a private when it's their turn to buy a round at the bar. Make no mistake, brothers, while marriage can bring stability and partnership, it also brings limitations. You're not just signing up to share your life, you're agreeing to share your future earnings, decisions, and even your mistakes. If she hits the jackpot with your joint assets, good for her. But if you're the one bringing in the dough, watch out. You might just find your hard-earned cash funding someone else's luxury life post-divorce. Let's not forget the psychological warfare. Marriage, especially a shaky one, can be like walking through a minefield blindfolded. One wrong step, and boom. Your mental health, happiness, and wallet could blow up in your face. The stress of a bad marriage can bleed into your work, affecting your performance and ultimately your financial success. Now, for the hopeful hearts thinking love conquers all, wake up and smell the cordite, people. Love is grand, but it won't shield you from financial disaster if love turns to hate and you're staring down the barrel of a divorce. The most bulletproof love can turn into a costly war when marriage goes from bliss to battlefield. If you truly want a good marriage, you need to not only find a woman who is suitable for marriage, but also become the man capable of sustaining a marriage. Modern society has convinced everyone that you are supposed to find someone and then run off alone and flex your fake relationship through a glass screen. But marriage really means nothing without community. Not only are modern women not wives, but modern society doesn't have communities. Neighbors don't talk anymore or look after each other's kids. Wives don't meet up in each other's homes to talk about their lives and hold each other to a standard anymore. Neighborhoods are just places that people live now. So, what's my advice? Proceed with caution, soldiers. Marriage is not a mission to embark on lightly. It's a strategic move that requires planning, backup, and the understanding that the battlefield can change at a moment's notice. You wouldn't go into combat without your gear, so don't march down the aisle without your eyes wide open. No good decision is ever made in desperation, so the things I talk about, like having abundance and getting girls, is very important for your marriage. In conclusion, marriage can be a part of your strategy for success, but it's not a guaranteed win. It's like any high-risk mission. The potential rewards are high, but so are the dangers. Keep your wits about you, plan your tactics wisely, and always have a strategy. Brothers, soldiers, dismissed. Make no mistake, as someone who navigates the path of success, it's essential to recognize and support excellence. Make your mark by liking and subscribing. And if you disagree with something, don't be afraid to let me know in the comments. May we meet again.